All right. What is good? What? I'm tired of the what's good. How you guys doing? This is Deviant Dave. I know all you guys are tuning in. I'm sorry that I've been out of the question. What can I say? I don't know. It's been a couple months since the first episode, and I express huge, what's the proper word, remorse. Let me get myself here. So I apologize for not being consistent. I'm sorry. But sometimes life has its ups and downs. Sometimes things don't go according as planned. Sometimes gotta re-strategize. Everybody think that because once you like stop moving or stop doing something, like that means something significant. I mean, some people, dug down just to kind of reload the ammo, and that's how I was. Also, because I needed to figure out a better direction as far as what I can and can't do so I can stay consistent, such as like content. If you guys follow a lot of stuff that I've been doing, you guys will know that some of my stuff is a little strong, a little extra, a little tough to digest. So I try to find a smooth gateway to make things transition good so people can understand, but also get them pulled in, but also get the point across, if that makes sense. I know I'm kind of rambling, but what's been up with me? I don't know, man. I've been trying to network better. I was at a buddy's and there was like a domestic next door. Someone's dead, a lot of cops. If you go on my IG, I kind of posted a video kind of reflecting on just that situation. I had to pick somebody up, and just when I was about to leave, the whole streets was filled with nonstop cops. I thought it was like the biggest drug bust of a lifetime, but I was wrong. But if you want to check that out, go on my IG. What else? Speaking of cops, got nothing personal against cops. It's just, I mean, I don't know if the local plugs have been coming through town. I'm gonna tell you exactly where, but plugs that been going through town, I don't know if they've been looking in the liking of me. I don't know. I just feel like I've been being pulled over. I know I do speed. I need to relax, but I am an upstanding citizen. Shouldn't treat me as such. No, I'm just kidding. It's nothing really that bad, but I have been pulled over a lot. I don't know if it's me, if it's them, combination of both. I just been trying to get my shit together. It's been hard. I know I look like this, but it still be hard. Let me stop messing around. What other else is in my notes? Oh yeah. So I also want to touch up on the whole me as a person, especially when it just comes to just interactions. I'm kind of weird. By weird, I mean um, I'm really hard with first impressions. And that type of person that used to be this way back then, but people didn't like it, but now it's popping kind of thing. By that I mean is like now, because it's just now getting to my attention, is that the whole idea of a nerd is like the trend thing. And not to mention, what was it, like months back, shoot, I did like a video and I used that terminology, and I was being like kind of low blowed on the fact that I referred to myself as a nerd, and it was like derogatory. I was like, damn, it was derogatory 2 years ago and now it's the shit. Well, I don't know how to feel, but when you say things, stand by your statement. But I guess my point being is nerd is the trend, so it's like another reason where being myself is not completely grounded. By that I mean is like, okay, I've been a nerd, Now, since it's a trend, people are going to decipher if I'm real enough in that aspect. I'm like, nah, I've been this way. I don't have to prove nothing, but still, it's like the new gimmick. Shit, it's hard enough looking the way I do and trying to be smart, and then all this other extra stuff that's going on. But anyway, enough of that garbage. This episode, I'm gonna go with some old stuff, kind of breeze into some new stuff, just to kind of get us caught up real quick. But yeah, let's get started. What do we want to talk about? Deviant want to talk about? Let's start with Twitch. So I love Twitch. Twitch has been really, really, really getting big as far as like professionalism. And by professionalism, I mean they're having deals with like music artists. I mean having like virtual events. Who's a good example? Like Logic or Travis Scott. I mean, they making money on the side. The thing is, even though I also love too, is that some of the more what do you call sexy ladies on Twitch, they come in as gamers, but then we see exactly what you're trying to do. I see that cleavage that you're trying to show off. I may like it, but that's not where the place it has to be. And I find it very hilarious because a lot of these women that are obviously trying to get their followers through their vanity, and things like that on a platform where literally people are devoted to the culture of gaming. Now, I'm a gamer. Okay, when I game, I only want to talk about what's going on in the game and who's on that could get on my team so we could kill more. That's all I care about. Who's on, how we get better, strategies, and so forth. I don't know. I don't want to know what's going on in your personal life. I don't want to read a Twitter rant on my PlayStation Network. Like, why? Anyway, point being is that I've been seeing a lot of Twitch accounts getting banned. And my thing is for the lovely ladies out there is like just get with the sport, Whatever happens to those things where it's like when you want to be a part of something, you get good with it, and then you kind of season your things on there. They just come in like they had one girl who had many followers got her stuff banned because she had a friend and they were I mean, let's just be honest, they were reenacting oral. And do these lovely ladies fail to realize you got underage kids on here? Okay. It's bad enough if you cuss on there, which they're not big on, but you have children on there. And this is supposed to be about gaming. Baby, put them titties away and just do it the right way. That's all I'm just saying. Okay? That's all I'm saying. You look good. Here's my advice. Okay? If you're on Twitch and you're one of those ladies that want to get the following because you just look so good, you don't have to show a whole lot. Okay? Put on like a nice skin tight dress. Real tight. I remember those days where, women used to dress where it's like, oh man, I wonder what's under that. I want to unwrap that. But now you don't even get that whole, that extra, because they practically showing it anyway. All you got to do is go through somebody's story. I'm just saying. Just take a step back. Okay, put a bra on. All right. Put yourself a nice, some. It could be, remember, these are teenagers. All you got to do is put like a nice tank. Just hide a little bit. Some leggings or something. And bam. That's it. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to put makeup on. They will drool over you, okay? But don't mess up your business because you got to show your assets. I'm all about that paper. Underage kids on there, people. Think about that. Just my advice from what I've seen. Don't kill Twitch. I like Twitch. Okay. I need to be on there more often, but I haven't had the most exact setup. I'm on Twitch, man. I'm scarred them kids. So much other things you do. Show your assets. Anyway, I'm not hating because I love them too. Because they be looking good. Anyway, carry on. Who's next? Oh yeah. Let's brush up on these two lovelies right here. Oh, they look so sweet. So great, so radiant. A true dream of love of two people. One man, one woman. Believing that their strength of their relationship will overcome all. But damn if that's not a very tough battle. That's all I gotta say. No, that's not all I gotta say. Anyway, those two, Megan and Harry, I'm not gonna talk like mad shit about them. What happened? Megan pretty much came out with the whole issue with basically the royal family is racist. What else? They appeared with Oprah, I believe. Appeared on some other stuff. What did they do? Take the name from the kid, I think they said. Strip Harry of all the royalties. Basically made them out to be guppies out here in the world that can possibly be used for the amusement of others. Yeah, might have missed a few things, but yeah, I'm a little cold, guys. Sorry, kind of cold out here. I just want to show you that I'm in the trap. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Anyway, I think that's the cover of the basics of it. It was a couple of weeks ago, even though it was like a short time, but I can't remember everything. But anyway, my thing is that if it is true love, because I'll be honest, I tell you, I don't really believe in these celebrities. I'm not gonna bash celebrities. I talk about them because people ask me, and my rants are pretty strong enough to like get your attention. But I mean, I'm not a big celebrity fan. How I feel about this is that she's like they're racist in there. Anybody could have told you that. I'm pretty sure one of them was wearing like one of the family members was wearing like a blackface like diamond brooch on the shoulder or something like that. And some people believe that it was like a meaning that just like a cheap shot, low blow. Like, hey, black person in the room, I don't like you. Get out. PS kind of thing. um I mean, I don't want to judge people. I don't really know that one, but I just kind of feel like even though Harry chose you, that some people think that the families, well, this could be in any case, the man or the woman, they pick the other side, and they automatically assume because the family accepts you that they will accept them also. It isn't always the case. This one is just a more traditional case of it, meaning one, yeah, they're not a big fan of black people. Two, it's more of a keeping in the family kind of royal family kind of thing. So unless he got like some interesting personal beef in the family, which some people believe, man, he picked all of the above to piss his family off. Do I think this like relationship is wrong? No. Anybody should love whoever they want. It's kind of a stretch that because I was watching what's that show on USA, and then all of a sudden I hear that those two have a relationship. I don't know. I was like, that's a stretch, okay, but hey, anything can happen. It's Hollywood, baby. What else? As far as taking Harry's money away, damn, that's a dick move. At least having money and care for the family. Then, um, one, let's be honest, the baby don't really look that black to me. But they treated him like he looked like he got all kinds of features that are pretty obvious. Cute baby, got a big head. But other than that, because I'm not gonna lowball the family. I mean, you're gonna strip him of his title. Kind of. I heard that they were rewriting the books. Everybody's like, "Oh, they can't do that." They're the family. They're the family. They're the topic of that scenario. They can do whatever they want. They have the money, the power, and the name to do it. So I don't know. I think that's just petty. I think they do all right. The whole what's it called? The royal celebrities. You want to call them that? The only thing is that they're kind of at the whim of others as far as trying to get endorsements or however they're trying to make money. I think Harry is like, hey baby, you got to go back to acting. You got to make me money, kind of shit. I mean, which she could. I don't know what kind of skills Harry has, but I don't know. I hope it works out. I don't think destroying the life of a family is really worth it, but whatever. Done with them. Carry on. What else happened, peoples? Oh yeah. So let's get into it. Let us get into it. So let me bring it up. You know me, I like to read the source, so I ain't taking anybody's credibility and shit. One thing that stood out for me, and I want to talk about it. But yeah. You see this? Yeah. All right. So I want to talk about this Bitcoin guy who basically had his he had a big flip from Bitcoin and he got like $200 million worth of Bitcoin, but he forgot his password. Oh my gosh. Sweet baby Jesus. Anyway, take that off. Damn, New York Times, all your ads? All right, so what's the headline on this? This is New York Times. It says lock passwords, lock millionaires out of their Bitcoin fortunes. Bitcoin owners are getting rich because the cryptocurrency has soared. But what happens when you can't tap that wealth because you forgot the password to your digital wallet? First off, digital wallets. My thing is with technology, people, I don't trust it. Anything happen, and this isn't because I'm old or some shit like that. Even when I was a kid, always, they used to even teach you like saving in multiple sources. Shoot, what do you put in storage drive on your desktop? Email it to yourself. Now we got the cloud, put it there too. Put it on everything. You never know what might can happen. This guy had the fortune to change his life and forgot the password to it. I would have. Anyway, Stephen Thomas, a German born programmer living in San Francisco, has 2 guesses left to figure out a password that is worth, as of this week, about 220 million. I want to say this article is fairly old because it was a couple months back. But basically, the dude forgot his password and they were treating it like a countdown. He's got 9 more guesses, 8 more guesses, 10 more guesses. To the point where it was like, I want to say it was like his final 3. And he was just like, all right, man, I come to terms with the fact I'm never going to have this money. And it's pretty basic way of, I know some people's like, man, that happens to me all the time. Me personally, I deal with a lot of passwords. You know what I do? Keep a nice little book. Write down my passwords. Label them. Because you know me, I party. Sometimes memory be lapsing. Still to this day. Shoot, my FussAid stuff. Gotta, yeah, keep that on lock. But anyway, he should have wrote it down, put it somewhere safe. But big-headed nerds think they're so smart and that their brain is basically a computer and that they can store memories away and then they can just access it later. No, you're a human being. Be realistic. You're dealing with a lot of data. Our brains kick out anything that feels useless in our brains. Even a little password that may seem meaningless, even though it was behind such a substantial amount that could have changed your life forever. Now you're just a meme. I don't know if he's a meme. But anyway, you get the gist of it. A lot of this is just about him grieving like he lost a relative. Shit, I would be sad too if I lost this much money. But considering from this picture right here, it looks like he has come to terms with it. Damn, buddy. Damn. Damn. That's a lot of money. All right. Carry on. Oh, yeah. So, not trying to bash schools or anything like that, but let me bring up the next topic. Let me bring it up. Oh, yeah, while I'm trying to bring this up, be sure to follow me. You know me, Deviant Dave. The guy that you didn't ask for his opinion. Remember that. Anywho, let's bring this up. All right, are we good with this? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and whatever pronouns that you want to go by that's appropriate so I don't actually be in trouble for whatever you guys want to take your anger out on me for. So remember I came across this article a little ways back. And this is a Fox News article in Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore. It is a interesting yet tough city. Please don't come after me for whatever I say because I know I have a big mouth. What's this article? City student passes 3 classes in 4 years. Okay, repeat. City student passes 3 classes in 4 years. Ranks near top half of class with a 0.13 GPA. I want to believe that this is not real, but it is a Fox article. I don't know how well you guys are with fake news, but I mean, I'm not calling them fake news. Trust me, I'm not one of those maniacs. But I mean, in my opinion, when it comes to news, they've been lying to us for years. I'm a realist. Take your pick on what it is, like cafeteria style. But anyway, so basically, because when I first read this, I kind of laughed. I was like, man, that's not right. Be mature, Dave. But basically, the premise is that in all the 4 years of this kid or a few kids that went to school, they only passed literally 3 classes. And how, that's the real question. But anyway, a lady by the name of Tiffany France thought her son would receive his diploma this coming June, but after 4 years of high school, France just learned her 17-year-old must start over. He's been moved back to 9th grade. Let's see. Francis' son attends Augusta Fells Savage Institute of Visual Arts in West Baltimore. Damn, that's the name. His transcripts show he's passed just 3 classes in 4 years, earning at 2.5 credits, placing him in 9th grade. But France says she didn't know that until February. I want to say when this article dropped. Oh, this is up in early March. Damn, this is old. She thought her oldest son was doing well because though she failed most of his classes, he was being promoted. His transcript shows failed Spanish 1 and Algebra 1, but was promoted to Spanish 2 and Algebra 2. He also failed English 2, was passed on to English 3. She expressed that I feel like they never gave my son an opportunity. Like if there was an issue for him, not advancing or not progressing, they should have contacted me first 3 years ago, said France. You kind of get the gist of it. At first I kind of laughed, but then, matured up a little bit, and then it is kind of fucked up in a way. How is it? First off, thank God for No Child Left Behind. Everybody thought that is just to let certain people just pass what unimaginable, but imagine something like this. So anyway, it's been like a decade since I've been in high school. I hated it, but anyway, if the structure of it is still the same, I would assume that what's supposed to happen is you supposed to get a certain number of credits per grade to progress on. Traditionally speaking, when you or if you pass a class, that's when you move on to the next one. But they didn't pass the class, and they just kept progressing the person to even harder classes. And it's true, like she says, the way it looks is that one, they didn't really care about the curriculum. Two, they didn't care about the kid, whether he was getting it or not. And three, just slinging them along just to pretty much get him out of there or have him just fail himself. And I'm not trying to knock Baltimore, but I mean, I've been to a lot of places in school systems, not trying to knock teachers, because being a teacher is one of the arguably most stressful and toughest jobs around. Care what nobody says. They don't get paid enough, and they pretty much do multiple jobs at once. So I mean, shoot, by benefit of a doubt, the stress behind the job of having to be everything. Because I mean, I used to sub, and went to those so-called special needs rooms and things like that, and half of them weren't you know actually dedicated to special needs or something. They're usually more like categorized classes, and lack of a better term, they put the more problematic children in those classes. Definitely, I've worked with special needs children. There is a big difference between special needs and kids that just, I'm not trying to say problematic. There's always a source for a kid who has a problematic behavior. All kids can be blamed, or their behaviors can most of the time be blamed because of their environment. Maybe they just didn't have big parental lives, so forth. That said and done, you got kids that really don't get attention, that don't get their brains challenged. Not saying that this kid's parents wasn't attentive enough, because I mean, when I grew up, my folks, they had to work, and I had to do things myself and everything like that. So there's a lot of holes into these things. Point being is that she claims she wasn't alerted, which, I mean, they got parent teacher conferences, don't they? Or from my experiences, when, or at least a teacher that was a good teacher, they would personally call the parents and be like, hey, your kid suck in this class right now. What's going on? Is he even trying? Do you even care? Yeah, stuff like that. And it was amazing that they didn't even do that. I mean, if you're stressed out, I don't think that's an excuse. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I just thought it was baffling that it's one thing to do this, but it was just like, get them in, get them out kind of feel from this whole story. Sad. Why is our system not caring about kids? Because it's ridiculous. I mean, they're not people too. I don't know. It's really weird. Yeah. All right. Let's get off of that. Save the kids, man. They ain't do nothing to you. Kids are messing up or anything like that. always go towards the parents. Be like, why'd you fail them? I don't ever argue with the kids. Be like, show me your predecessors. And I go in on their lives. Stop failing that kid. Teach them some discipline. Show them some direction. Then when you really get to their character, you realize where the source of their misdirection came from, because they're misdirected. All right. Let's see. We're about halfway through this. It's about 30 minutes. Not bad. Bad Deviant. There's a little break. I did have some commercials that I was gonna play, but looks like they're not working because technology fails. Just like I said. Ooh. Clear my throat. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna break. Spitting up. That's gross. How professional, Dave. Let's take this time out just to reflect that this show, of course, is powered by FussAid. Check it out whenever you get a chance. There, like I say, I call it a multimedia service. My multimedia, um, it, we entertain as far as writing, imagery, videos, and so forth. But also on the flip side, it's a service that also helps people too. So feel free. It's just like an online highway. Put those things out there for your amusement. You can comment on there for free. So do what you please. It's all anonymous. So don't even worry about, your name being out there. Trying to get that started real bad, but I feel like a lot of people like commenting when their visuals and their names are present because they think they're big badass. I just want to know your opinions because stuff like that, it helps with statistics, know what you like, dislike, how can I enhance your experience, so forth. So feel free. That goes for social media too. But yeah, FussAid is basically the glue that holds all this together. It's gonna be more stuff coming soon. Just give it a try. Yeah, it's tough. Trust me, it's dope, and it's only gonna get doper. All right. But yeah, check it out here. One nice little advertisement. Go to FussAid. It's beautiful. I want it to be like a voice for you guys because we don't everything is so this way. We need something that way, kind of thing. But yeah, take your time out. Go FussAid, chill, ease your mind, absorb everything I said, and we're gonna be back in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, there's my face. Let me stop. Just messing with you guys. All right. Shoot. The next ones are actually gonna be some celebrities. You know me, I'm not the biggest fan of celebrities, but a lot of people been asking my take on certain things, and it's like, all right, I'll let you know. Trying not to entertain them because I'm trying to be more original. I want to cover things more so people don't hear about, necessarily see, overlook kind of stuff. I'm not really much of a wave rider. I set the trends. I don't really ride waves. Plus, even though it helps me with content and topics, and it's just too easy. Also, it helps the celebrity when we talk about them. I already got money. I need millions. Where's my millions? Can I get mine? Help me, fans. Anyway, who's up? Okay. All right, this guy. The man who stole the name from the original Nas. This guy, honestly, I don't get him, but Lil Nas X it is. I know there's plenty of fans out there, so I'm not here to just knock the dude. But I'm sure you guys are pretty much know where I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, I recently dropped a video that was out of this world. My thing is with him. If you don't know, he dropped a video. It's blowing a lot of people's heads. A lot of Adam and Eve references, and then him lap dancing on the devil. Interesting, not, but I get into it. And then he had that video, and then because his marketing, I gotta say, very is tough. With emphasis, he had the sneakers to match for the video. It had all the references. Mark of the Beast. Bible verse referencing to how it was saw that when the devil fell, bolt of lightning was cast, so forth. Everything, including blood in the soles of the feet. Okay, vampire shit. Uh, where can I begin with this? I'm not going to entertain it too long, but my thoughts is that one um uh bravo on trying to turn heads. You know, you got the publicity you wanted. All right, cool. My thing is that if you want to be extreme, you didn't have to go that far. But we all see what side of the realm that you are on. I'm not gonna judge, but I'd be with the Most High. I'm sorry, because I take to some extent. I mean, me, I'm a weird kind of twisted idealist realist, but anyway, when you do things like that, I mean, it's not really good for your soul, whether you believe in it or not. I'm not going to lecture you, preach to you, because at the end of the day, it is your choice on how you want to live your life. I don't care what you do in privacy. I don't even care really that you tap dancing on the devil, because it's just all gonna not really work out in the way that you want it. I mean, people see the riches and shit like that. I mean, I'm one of the ones, another person I'll tell you that there's a price for all those riches and all those things. You know, people in those shoes don't normally have exactly true freedom. Um, One thing I like, especially watching or listening to YouTube videos, is I like reading the comment section. The comment sections, oh yeah, I like reading them, man. I spend a whole hour reading the comment section because people say are fucking wild, but they think because it's in the comment section that it's just playing hide and seek. Nah, you got people like me that read that shit. But I'm reading the stuff, and I mean, everybody's like talking about like they were just like really, really, really into it, and it's like the stuff that we hate in this world are so small and so insignificant and trivial, but something like this is considered appropriate. And from like a religious perspective, because you got a lot of people that are just looking at this as any other religion, which I mean you could. I mean, I look at maybe others the same way, but like people aren't taking the whole literalness behind it. And the only literal thing I want people to know is that I mean, regardless of how you see it, how it's glamorized, the symbolism behind it, the entity, the source behind it, I mean, is it even a good source regardless of how you look at it to be um exhibiting? That's like almost like glorifying some of these serial killers and stuff like that. I mean, it's that person's opinion, but it doesn't make him any better than the image of that person. So I mean, hey, you made a deal, that's on you. I hate when stuff like that's pushed on kids, but I'll be one to tell you, because I'm not gonna act like it's not happening. We're transitioning into a period where stuff like this is gonna be the norm, whether you believe in it or not. The thing is about it is that people are gonna be backing behind it in the masses. So be prepared for the disbelief in the idea that the beliefs in this stuff is going to be more prevalent. It is right now. People are big on it. It's like it's like it's like they see it like superpowers or something. I don't know. Ain't really for me, not my road. But I just want my viewers to know, like, more of this bullshit to come. One thing I want to touch on now. Shoot, I got no beef with the gay community. Okay, I guess I'll be the stereotype and be like, man, I got family members that are. It's not about that. I've had friends. I've known plenty of people in the gay community that are just good, genuine people that I work with. And I mean, shoot, man, gay people can party. Give a shit what nobody say. I tell anybody this. At least have a few gay friends because, like me, I like the ladies. Gay people tend to have really pretty women around them. Then, if you're cool with them, they'll bridge you with that connect. You see where I'm going. It's worked for me. Also, it's just good to have friends from different perspectives to give you insight that you never really looked at. Especially if you're a straight man looking to attract more women, shit like that. Just saying. More on that, but from my perspective, I don't know the gay community, or I'm not gonna say the gay community. Let me take that back. But from what I see from people in the comment section, like I said, just from the comment sections, don't kill me. But like they view his reenactment as like a sign of like a rebellious attitude that I mean, in their defense, true, like they say, because it's like the Christians and Catholics could be like, tell gay people they're going to hell in a heartbeat, which is just really heavy to really say to anybody. So they see this video as just a reflection off of that, because gay people have been told that from the other side, really religious, for longest history and time. So with that said and done, this is just a reflection off of that. And I get it. Does it help or make it right? Not really. He can do, I don't care what he do. Like I said, it's just like, man, say to kids, man. Like, be reasonable. Like, your fan base are like probably majority underage. You think happy endings happen with the devil? Not necessarily. No. Just saying. My opinion. Call me a dick. Call me a piece of shit. Just my thoughts. Who asked me anyway, right? I'm just some guy on a freaking camera. Who cares? No significance. Not my thoughts. Man, save them kids, man. I gotta say something, man. The future for kids after this video, what is this, like May of 2021, man? And 10 years, I wonder how this shit's gonna be. It's gonna be wild. Trying to mentally prepare myself, and one thing I want to do here is mentally prepare you guys, because my thing is that it shouldn't be a surprise. This is the world that you are living, that's in the dark, that's coming to light right now. It's disgusting. Who's next? All right. This man. I reflect on it. DMX. Rest in peace. I guess I'm not really gonna be like one of those people, but I mean, get into this one. One thing I really wanted to get in was the fact that because I talked about this before. It's one thing, when one of your favorite celebrities dies, but what happens afterwards, especially with their legacy, there's a lot of buffoonery after DMX and things like that. One thing that kills me, especially with adults, is that we're such a society fixated on image But when it comes to being sentimental and professional, that is like bucket list. It kills me. Why? And by that I mean it's like, people trying to bring up like bullshit from his past, like crack or whatever. Like, is that something to talk about to remember him? People cancel culture trying to cancel some of his music because I mean I ain't gonna stunt. DMX was wild, but that was my dude. You know, don't you ever. I mean DMX, and he can spit. I mean he was savage. He was dangerous, very dangerous, but he was a savage. Things like that. And my thing is that again, whatever you believe in, just let it go. It's kind of bullshit to say all these things about a person when they're gone, but not to their face. I mean, is it worth the clouts kind of thing? Is it even worth it in the end kind of thing? Like, I don't know. People just don't have respect for each other, respect for anything, or respect for people that don't even know that well. As far as like his music and stuff, I mean, look, when it comes to music like that, to some degree, there's some songs out there in the past I need to be dead, but like I'm a '90s baby, so people in my generation are more the prevalent generation right now. And one thing I always want to say is that for such a culture that grew up, and I mean, like DMX wasn't the only one. That a lot of hip hop music in general back then was so rebellious and what we would call now offensive and strong and perversive and just nasty that we shouldn't have been listening to as a kid to begin with. We want to act like now that we're the moral high ground and decide exactly what should stay and what should go. I don't believe in that. That makes us hypocrites too. Okay, a lot of people that I grew up with, like listen to Lil Wayne. He says some of the nastiest shit in the world. Are we gonna cancel him when he dies? Stuff like that. Regardless, it was a time period when that was okay and it was prevalent, and we know it. Was it right? Probably not. But let's not act like we are so innocent and clean about it. That's what kills me. No, we were the experimental phase for listening to all that crap. There's a reason why stuff it is right now. We aren't the best role models. I'm just honest with myself. Anyway, taking that man's music away, what's gonna happen with his family? Because I think he got a lot of kids. Can't they have money? Sad. Very, very sad. Okay. Now, the next couple topics that kind of correlate with each other, so let's just get into it. Let's see. All right, terrible image, but the Pauls and Mr. Mayweather. Let's get into that a little bit. After that, I think that'll be it. But all right, boxing has been interesting lately. And they said boxing was getting dead before all this started happening. So, where should I begin? Let's start with just Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Honestly, I'll be honest, I don't really have anything personal against him. I did my research on him. I do recall him from like making appearances in the past as a YouTuber. I think I knew more about his brother, but at one point I couldn't tell the difference. But I can tell the difference now. Don't worry, I'm not gonna stereotype. Um, Jake, from what this is just my perspective. I don't have really anything against like his character. Everybody's got like a character, and then there's a behind the scene. Like right now, you see Deviant. Behind the scenes, I'm David. That's a whole different dude. Ask anybody. Jake, he he one, I gotta say his marketing is dope. That man can market. Shoot, I take some notes from his YouTube capability and everything like that. Now they got big from like just doing kind of dumb things, but shit, whatever works works. If it makes money, that's how I see it. And he was making money. A lot of people really dislike him. He's the he's like the generational bully, or I don't know if you would call him a bully, but he's definitely the go to you can hate me guy. Um, I can definitely relate in that manner. Like I said, he know how to market. I kind of do the similar thing. He has his brands and things already in the motion. All he is literally doing is just creating relevancy to himself to attract more people to his market to boost it. That's all he got to do. Everything else is automatic. That's where I want to be at. Um, his trolling and shit talk, hilarious. I'm not going to. He can troll. His comedy is funny. That's what he should do. He should just do comedy. He should just do like a next punk kind of shit. That's what he should do. His backstories, I'm like I said, this is just my speculation and what I may have researched and from what I read from blogs or whatever. Yeah, he gotta work on his gentleman skills with women. He's got I think he got a recent allegation against him because man, and it's not just him. Let's go for all them really rich celebrities. They are some perverted motherfuckers. They are nasty, nasty, and disgusting. But yeah, all I gotta say is that people, especially ladies, pretty ladies, if you're around some of these rich people, be careful. I mean, honestly, if they invite you in the bedroom, is there any other hints, indication, thoughts, mistake, and identity of the situation that can be other besides the fact of wanting to get fellatio, to hook up? Is he gonna invite you into his bedroom for to see his ceiling glow lights or some shit like that? Like, come on. But yeah, Jake. Also, I want to say like back then, like he was working with Disney or some shit because shoot, I don't know about now, but like back then he had a really strong like underage core base and he was getting like gigs at Disney and that wasn't working out. I'm like, damn, you pissed off Disney? Sure, there's two sides to every story. But yeah. Other than that, he just kind of seems like yeah, he seems like a type of dude at a party that would like me just because I'm like a token and get you really fucked up, and then he will really be your friend, and then we'll just do some really wild, aggressive shit. And then you look and I'm like, whoa, dude. we're cool drinking buddies, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna hang out with you after this kind of dude. Probably yells a lot when he's drunk partying and shit. Get all the attention in the room on himself. Yeah, but anyway, I'll go back. But we got that issue, and then you know, he's. I mean, I don't know if using is the question, but because man, a lot of this stuff is premeditated behind the scenes. Anyway, to see a dude like him supposedly climbing in the tops and boxing, I don't really know how to feel about that. I mean, I'm not saying, with experience and training, you can't just bust in a scene and do some shit. But that's pretty much what he's doing. But my thing is that he wants to battle Floyd. Okay, there's nothing wrong with putting your balls on the line, but I mean, after what, one or two fights, you ready for the top? My philosophy is, Service the customer. They're asking. Don't know what will happen. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. I meant to say Logan. Because I'm getting them confused now. Damn. Maybe they both challenged him. Anyway, they both. Logan doesn't really talk much shit as Jake. Jake just talks a lot of shit. But that's how you do. I think that's it for him. But as far as like his situation, and then coming up to, let me show you the Mayweather and Paul fight. I might watch it. I don't know. I'd be bored too. What am I trying to say, Deviant? Honestly, this is a big PR stunt in my opinion. Just like any other day. True, like some people say, you got mad over him taking your hat when they, got face to face and shit like this. PR stunt. I don't even think the fight or the argument, altercation, whatever you want to call it at that moment was real. Like I said, it's all for pulling numbers. They're all looking fake mad. As far as the fight for this, me, I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist too. Could be wrong. Everybody's gonna think I'm just being deviant, being an antithesis of the situation. But like, it's kind of true. Like some people say. I mean, Floyd has had a good career, but man, I wouldn't be surprised if Logan came out on top. He does have size over him, which I don't care what nobody say. Size and strength versus talent and experience. Gonna give it a run for money. Does have size. I don't even think in boxing they're gonna give a shit about like weight classes anymore. It's gonna be like gladiators. I don't give a how big or how small. Get out there and make something of yourself, boy. But yeah, that's my thought. I think, and then if Logan wins, it's gonna be like a huge self-esteem letdown for like America. All his fans, he'd be like the laughing stock. But I wouldn't be surprised. Agendas and shit. I ain't gonna get too much into it when I get the whole Patreon thing down. That's what I'm gonna start talking about in depth in that. But this is, believe it or not, my short and sweet channel. But yeah, let's see. Bring up their website so I can references, right? Come on, buddy. Yeah, look at that. All right, man. Yeah, look at mean with each other. Fierce. Damn, $49.99. Man, that's a lot. Anyway, I guess it's supposed to be June 6th. You guys care about that kind of shit? I'm sure they're gonna make a lot of money. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he lost. Fights be like race wars sometimes too. We all just get along. But yeah, I think that's a good quick recap for this episode. Of course, I'm gonna be a lot more consistent. I'm gonna do what I need to do, bring you the best experience. That off of there. All right. Is that a show? It might be a show. Closing statements. World. This is only the beginning. I am trying to give you something that no one has ever seen before. Because I don't really got much else. I mean, I got more in my life, but I want to do this. But yeah, where you can find me, honestly, you can find me. It's been on that scroll thing on the bottom. But yeah, you can find me on IG, Facebook, Twitter. I'm small time now, but of course, if you guys like my stuff, be sure to go out there and follow me, Deviant Dave. It's usually like underscore Deviant underscore Dave. Um, just look it up that way and you'll find me there. Of course, that this show is brought to you by FussAid. So be sure to follow FussAid. Message it, use it as like an 8 ball, basically. Put your message in, and we'll get back to you. I have a team, building on a stronger one. I know it took me a while to come back to you with this, but I had some arrangements with people, and then I turned to shit, and it just gets to a point where I was like, well, I can steer the ship for myself, you know, that kind of thing. Be sure if you like what I do or what we're doing, the whole concept, the whole channel, the whole thing, scenario, you can donate there. Just go to FussAid, go to donate page for it. There's multiple gateways there. All goes through like Stripe or PayPal, so it's not like some kind of cheap scam third party shit. Like I said, you don't have to, but it helps me with those tips, those funds, to get more equipment, bring a better experience, pay my bills. Anyway, but yeah, so I can keep things going. But like I said, you don't have to, but it helps me so much. So go to FussAid, donate. Self-explanatory from there. You can put whatever amount you want. I'm not even gonna ask for a whole lot. Shit, the fact that you guys will even bless me with such things, it's enough for me. That just shows genuine love that you like my shit. Also, before I go, if you want to let me know exactly how I can make it better, um, you got ideas, or hey, maybe you want to work with me, message me on social media. You can message through the FussAid platform. There's like a link design for email specifically for the business and everything like that. Um, me, I'm like the face of most of this stuff, so I try to do everything myself and get back to you as fast as I can. But literally, you can message your ideas, what you think, if you like it. Preferably, positive comments. But I mean, if you want to leave some hater comments too, I mean, I'm not gonna object to that either. I try to make my platform as least biased as I can. So I know people want to express their stuff. Trust me, in the beginning, people said a good handful to me, and I kind of like arguments. So feel free, because a lot of people that argue with me, they hate it because I'm one of those articulate motherfuckers, Yeah. Other than that, for fuss sake, donates. Let me know how I can make it better, the better experience. Also, let me know if you want to work with me. If you follow me on IG, not only do I write for the blog and everything like that, I'm also a photographer as well as a video editor. So you can hire me, yeah, because this experience that I'm giving you right now is not only for entertainment or for me to just kind of rant and express myself, but to show you all the qualities, skills, and capabilities I'm actually able to do for other people. So if you need some flair, hook you up. Deviant Dave, out.